Alright guys, welcome back to another Marvel Classic Red Champions video. And today we're going to continue our series talking about which are the best mutant champions to take to Alliance Quest. And yeah, let's dive right into it. So again, I won't be speaking about any of these champions in any particular order, just as they appear on the screen. So first off is Deadpool X-Force. He's not a great champion for Alliance Quest and Alliance War due to not having a lot of utility. When I mean utility is being poison or bleed immune. He is an interesting character with his bleed. It is very strong. He does have high prestige, but I don't recommend him for Alliance Quest. Magneto might be a good one because of his heal block. He could be a good Alliance Quest or Alliance War, but again, there's just other better champions that I will get to. So moving on to Cyclops. Both Cyclops, they're great. They just have raw, hard-hitting powers. So I think they're great as defenders for Alliance War. Also, Deadpool and Magneto are great for defenders in War. But yeah, these four first mutants, I don't think they're all that for those modes for Alliance Quest and Alliance War. Moving on to Wolverine. Wolverine, I think, is the #1 character right now for mutants because of his regeneration. His regeneration is just the best in the game, in my opinion. He has a permanent spot in my Alliance Quest team, and sometimes you can bring him to War because of his regeneration. Is not that great because of Mrs. Expression, but he is a great champion to take on those lanes. If you have a lane that has degeneration or bleed, Wolverine could get you through that lane in Alliance War. But he is an amazing character for Alliance War. I think he's the #1 mutant to take to Alliance Quest because he'll save you a ton of potions, a ton of revives. Moving on next to the next Magneto. Same Magneto. He's better left as a defender than for Alliance Quest and Alliance War. Storm could be good for Alliance Quest and War just because she's hit so hard, but again, I think there's better champions over her. So Storm, it's up to your personal preference, but me, I probably wouldn't bring her to Alliance Quest if I had other characters. Colossus could be a good champion for Alliance Quest and Alliance War because he's bleed immune. He could take you through those bleed paths. However, he is not immune to poison, so that is his only drawback. So, but having that utility makes him a good viable option. Ultimate Logan has a regeneration like Wolverine too, but it's not the best. I haven't played around too much with him, but having regeneration, he could be a viable option for Alliance Quest and Alliance War. Gambit, moving on to Gambit. Gambit, I don't think that he's I think he's a good Alliance Quest defender, Alliance War defender, sorry. But I wouldn't bring him to Alliance Quest or Alliance War. Like I said, I just think that there's just better mutants than him. Which moves me to Wolverine X-23. I think she is an amazing champion. If you are a very skilled champion, X-23 is great because she does a lot of damage real fast, but her regeneration, it's not as good as Wolverine, but it's still very good. If you're a skilled champion and you don't get hit too much, X-23 would be a good option. If you are still kind of like are getting used to the game, or sometimes you're just having a bad day, Wolverine you can mess up a lot and regenerate in the next match. But I think they're both great. Wolverine X-23 would be a great champion for Alliance Quest or Alliance War. Excuse me. Nightcrawler, yeah, by the way, X-23 I think should be the #2 next to Wolverine for Alliance Quest. Nightcrawler, he's a great offensive champion, but he shines in defense. He's a lot of options for a lot of wars, bosses. He's a great option for Sun Immune node, but he's an overall great defender to place anywhere. Now Rogue, I think she shines almost in any mode: story, Alliance Quest, Alliance War, Alliance Defense. The fact that she can shrug off debuffs quickly makes her a great champion. If you put her, if you have Limber, she'll shrug off those debuffs quite fast. But Rogue, with her lifesteal on her first special one, she could carry you through Alliance Quest. You could save a ton of health potions. So I think Rogue is, I will place her as number 3 or 2. You know, it's up to your preference between X23 and Rogue, but X23 and Rogue, but definitely a top champion. And she has high prestige, so she is, I think she's number 1 if I'm correct in the top prestige chart. So I definitely recommend her. Beast, I think he's an incredible and complex champion. He actually has regeneration, but I haven't played around with him too much. But depending on how you fight in your combo, he can regenerate health. So Beast could be a great champion for Alliance Quest or Alliance War, or Alliance War defense. I think he will shine most. But the fact that he has regeneration, I think he could be useful in almost any area of the game. Not quite as effective as Wolverine or X23 Rogue, but you know, he could shine. Cable is a great new champion. He has high prestige too. He has power gain. He has regeneration. It's not on demand, so it triggers, you know, as you fight. You can read it in the effects. He also has degeneration with his heavy attack, which could, you know, chip away health. And his special too, I believe it incinerates too. So Cable is a great champion too. I think he could be good for Alliance Quest or Alliance War if you don't have other mutants, but he could be a great option. And those are all the mutants that I have as a 3-star. But the only ones that I'm missing are Psylocke, Iceman, and what's his name, Archangel. And Archangel, I haven't played around too much with them, but I believe Psylocke is a great power control champion, so she could be a great choice for keeping, you know, the bosses locked down, keeping Groot up in Alliance Quest and Map 5. So she could be a great choice of that. What's his name? Oh my god. What's his name? I'm trying to think his name right now, and I just said his name. Archangel. I'm not sure if he's no, actually no. He is not stun and bleed immune, so I'm not sure for Alliance Quest and Alliance War. I don't think it would be a great option. But for Alliance War defense, I think he'd be great. His wingspan is such a tricky character, in my opinion, to deal with. So Archangel could be pretty good war defense. I've come across some of them. So and since you fight him on Alliance Quest Map 5, I think he's a pretty tricky character. And then comes Iceman. I think Iceman is one of the newest, most amazing mutants, because he's bleed immune, poison immune, incinerate immune, which we don't see a lot of incineration, but more and more characters are bringing that. Hyperion has incineration, Cable has incineration. I'm not sure who else has it, but that's becoming to appear more in the contest now. But Iceman, I think, is a great champion for Alliance Quest and Alliance War, and he can also has a armor up, like a snow armor that if you have it active and you can hit with a special, depending on his signature ability, he can take only about 5% of the damage. If I believe, you know, since I don't have him, but I've read up on him and I've seen some gameplay on him. But I think Iceman would be a great champion for Alliance Quest and Alliance War, and also for as a defender too. But yeah, guys, those are my picks for the top 10 mutants. Let me know in the comment section below, who do you think are the top mutants, and if you have any of the new ones, and which ones will you rank as number 1, you know, with their abilities and everything. But I think the mutants are an amazing champions. They all have their own unique abilities. They all shine in some area of the game. But like I said, we were talking about Alliance Quest and Alliance War, so those were my picks. But yep, guys, you know, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe, share the video if you enjoyed. Let me know, like I said, in the comment section below, who do you think are the best, and I will see you in the next one.